How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the PatriotDIY channel. In this video, we're going to be turning this boring wall here in my son's room into a beautiful accent wall. Alright guys, we're in my son's room and we're redoing the theme of his room. We decided to do a board and batten style. Now this is a super simple process that anybody could do, and I'm going to be showing you step by step exactly how we do this. But first guys, if you haven't done it yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Now let's get to work transforming this wall. First, we need to measure out the wall to determine the height of each batten. We're also measuring to find out how many battens we're going to need and the spacing between each. We're going to be using a sheet of MDF to make these battens. Now the thickness is up to you, but anything from an 1/8 inch to a 1/2 inch thick is pretty common for this style of board and batten. So I'll take my MDF sheet over to the table saw and cut it down into 3-inch strips. Next, I'll take each strip over to the miter saw and cut it down to length. Now we know we want to have one of our battens centered on the windows, so we're going to start there, then space them out evenly across the wall. For ours, we ended up with 15 3/4 inch spacing. To attach these, we're just going to apply a little construction adhesive to the back, then put them in place and check for level. Once we're satisfied with the placement, I'll go back and secure it with brad nails. Then we'll just continue that process, applying the construction adhesive to the back. Then my wife will mark out the location and put it in place, and I'll secure it with the brad nailer. Now you'll notice we have an angled ceiling on one portion of this wall, and I'm going to use my angle finder from eye gauging to determine the angle we need to cut at the top of each batten. Once I have that, I'll transfer that angle over to each of our remaining strips and make the cut over at the miter saw. Now while I'm doing that, my wife is going to start filling all those nail holes. Then we test that angle and we have a perfect fit. Now we still haven't cut these angle pieces to length, so my wife's going to hold them in place while I mark the bottom just above the baseboard to determine where I need to cut. Then I'll cut those last few pieces to length and we'll attach them using the same method we did before. Now with all our battens mounted to the wall, we can go back and fill any remaining nail holes and caulk any gaps. Now we're almost ready for paint, but first we need to tape off the area. Once we've done that, we can start cutting in around the edges with the paintbrush. We're also going to go ahead and paint the edges of each batten. Now we're ready to start rolling on the rest of our paint. The color we're using is Sherwin-Williams Tricorn Black in Eggshell. So we'll just continue rolling this to cover the entire wall. And we will end up doing 2 coats here to make sure we get a nice even finish. Now after 2 coats and 24 hours, this is what we ended up with. I think it turned out great. I love the subtle detail of that board and batten style, and this black is going to go great with the new theme of my son's room. Alright guys, that is it for our board and batten accent wall. I think it looks great. Maybe a little difficult for you guys to see the detail in the camera, but we are really happy with the way this turned out. I hope this video helped you out. If you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching guys. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.